Long before anyone stands outside Buckingham Palace, before the bearskin hat, before the tourists, before the photographs, there's another story almost nobody ever sees. A story of repetition, discipline, pressure, and responsibility. Because nobody becomes the Queen's Guard overnight. Every perfectly timed step, every motionless stance, every flawless ceremony is the result of countless hours of preparation that began long before the public ever noticed. Most people believe becoming the Queen's Guard starts the moment a soldier arrives at Buckingham Palace. The truth, that's where the journey ends. To understand the Queen's Guard, you first have to understand what it takes to earn the uniform. If you ask most people where a Queen's Guard begins, they'll probably point to Buckingham Palace. But the truth is, every Queen's Guard starts exactly where thousands of other British soldiers begin. On day one, there's nothing that separates a future Queen's Guard from any other recruit.
The numbers! Aye, aye, sir! Crunch! 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 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! Screaming! No! Aye, sir! Screaming! Aye, sir!
No special uniform, no bearskin hat, no ceremony, just another soldier beginning one of the most demanding professions in the world.
When I do PT, there's a first sergeant there. First sergeant, drill sergeant. Why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you let me go home?
Because becoming the Queen's Guard isn't something you're given. It's something you earn. Long before a soldier can represent the British Army in front of millions of visitors, they must first prove they can meet the same professional standards expected of every soldier. Discipline, teamwork, resilience, and responsibility. Only after mastering the basics does another challenge begin. Precision. Every step, every turn, every movement must become second nature. Not because perfection looks impressive, but because precision reflects discipline. Most people will never see these hours. They won't see the mistakes, the corrections, the repetition. They'll only see the finished result standing outside the palace gates. And that's what makes the Queen's Guard so remarkable. The public sees the ceremony, but the ceremony is built on countless unseen moments of effort. Because before a soldier can wear one of Britain's most recognizable uniforms, he first has to prove he deserves it. Hardest about being the Queen's Guard, and they'll probably say the marching. But the soldiers who've lived this role know the real challenge often begins after the marching ends.
We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be.
Standing completely still isn't about freezing your body. It's about controlling your mind. Every day, thousands of strangers walk past. Some smile, some wave, some try to distract the guard just to see if they'll react. Military bearing means maintaining professionalism regardless of what's happening around you. It reflects discipline, self-control, and respect for the uniform. The weather changes, the crowds change, hours pass, but the standard never changes. That discipline isn't built in a single day. It's developed through constant repetition until staying composed becomes second nature. Every precise movement on parade begins long before the ceremony, repeated over and over until precision becomes habit. To the public, it looks effortless. To the soldier, it's the result of countless hours choosing discipline over discomfort. And once you understand that, the silence doesn't look empty anymore. It looks earned. A uniform can change the way people see a soldier, but before millions of visitors ever notice the uniform, the soldier has already learned what it represents. The moment a soldier joins the Queen's Guard, he no longer represents only himself. He represents his regiment, the household division, and the professionalism of the British Army in one of its most visible public duties. Every day, people from every corner of the world form their first impression of the British Army by watching these soldiers. That's why every movement matters. Precision isn't just about appearance. It's a reflection of discipline, preparation, and trust. Even the smallest detail is checked because professionalism isn't measured only in important moments. It's measured in the standards you refuse to lower. The public may only see a ceremony lasting a few minutes, but behind that ceremony is a responsibility carried every single day. Whether summer heat, winter rain, or thousands of visitors filling the palace gates, the expectation remains exactly the same. Serve with professionalism. The uniform isn't heavy because of the fabric. It's heavy because of everything it asks the soldier to live up to. And that's why earning the uniform is only the beginning. Living up to it is the real challenge. For most visitors, the day begins when the gates of Buckingham Palace open. But for one soldier, this day began years ago. Every early morning, every drill, every correction, every exhausting training session has led to this moment. Today, he isn't just walking toward a palace. He's walking toward the responsibility he spent years earning. To the crowd, it's another ceremony, another photograph, another unforgettable moment in London. But to the soldier, it's something entirely different. It's proof that discipline isn't measured by applause. It's measured by the standards you keep when no one is watching. Because the ceremony doesn't create the Queen's Guard. The years before it do, generations have stood in this exact place. Different faces, different times, but the same commitment to duty, professionalism, and service. And perhaps that's why the Queen's Guard has become one of Britain's most enduring symbols. Not because of the uniform, but because of the people who earn the right to wear it. By the end of the day, the tourists go home. The photographs are uploaded, the memories are shared. Another visit to Buckingham Palace comes to an end, but for the Queen's Guard, the responsibility hasn't ended. Long after the cameras stop recording, the discipline remains, because everything you've seen today, the precision, the silence, the confidence, wasn't built in front of the palace. It was built long before anyone was watching. That's what makes the Queen's Guard so remarkable. Not the ceremony itself, but the years of commitment hidden behind it. The uniform may be famous, but the character required to wear it is something no visitor will ever see in a single photograph. Generation after generation, soldiers have accepted the same responsibility. Different faces, different eras, the same standard of discipline and service. So the next time you stand outside Buckingham Palace, don't just admire the uniform, remember the journey that earned it. Because the Queen's Guard isn't remembered for standing still. He's remembered for everything it took to stand there in the first place.